Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
And today we read the verse 30 from our Raghunath Das ji. Oh, Indivarakshi.
Slow. Then nobody can translate if it's not slow.
Yeah.
Slow.
Maybe I also read the origin. Sometimes there is something more than in the translation. Mani Chaya Kachitabir Nila Chudavali Bir Hari Daita Kalavit Tvandvam Indivarakshi Api Bata Tava Divyair Angulir Anguliai Kvachip Api Kila Kale Ushaish Yami Kim Nu Manichaya is jewels. Kachitabi is studded with. Nila is blue. Chudavali Bihi with bangles. Hari, O Hari. Daita, dear. Kalavit, knower of all arts. Dvam, couple. Indivara is a kind of blue lotus flower. Akshi, eyes, the female eyes. Akshi. Api, even. Bata, oh. Tava, your. Divyai, that is divine. A beautiful, glistening divyai. Anguli, fingers. Anguli yai, with finger rings. Kvachit, api, at any time. Kila, certainly. Kale, in time. Bushaishami, I will decorate. Kim, what? New weather. Oh, Indivarakshi, this is a girl with blue lotus eyes. Will there ever be a time when I can ornament you with blue bangles, inset with many jewels? When can I adorn both your hands that are expert in all arts and that are very dear to Sri Hari, with beautiful glistening rings? A divine string of transcendental visions, dreams, through Sri Raghunath's heart. Even those who are in the class of neophyte have some of these realizations. But Sri Raghunath is in the kingdom of Mahabhav. So that means even some, younger or neophyte devotees have some realization. But Raghunath is in the kingdom of Mahabhav. He experiences all these things in a lively and vivid way. And after experiencing this, he reveals through his prayers. He reveals it through his prayers.
Mm-hmm.
He experienced all these things in a lively and vivid way. It's a stream. And after experiencing this, he reveals it through his prayers. Otherwise, we cannot enter in that. No? Even in his external consciousness.
My God.
In his sadhaka dhyana, the internal consciousness trends through. That's why his prayers are touching the heart so much. So in his example, we can see that difference between the internal and external consciousness.
Wow. Really.
And how much he is suffering when he is getting out of the internal. But even if he is in the external, his internal consciousness trends through. It's also there. So that's a very intense feeling to him, because he is only praying then to come back in the internal.
Right. You don't want
Actually, what good if?
to stay in external.
No. Even if he is a relative of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but he can only see Radhika.
Yeah.
And so he is praying day and night for the service to her beloved Radhika.
Yeah.
In his Svarupa Vesh, Shri Raghunath Das Goswami, as Tulasi, puts blue bangles on Swamini's wrist, a golden color, slightly
Why blue bangle?
blue bangles, Gurudev.
Means
All color has a meaning there.
my.
And there is one blue boy, Gurudev, in Vrindavan.
Yeah.
Swamini is always meditating on him.
Oh. This blue color bangle.
So then her bangles remember our Swamini on this blue boy.
Yeah.
Neela,
Yeah. Wow.
a golden color, slightly shimmers through the blue. A golden color slightly shimmers. That's the color of our Swamini. Through the blue. And that's reminding Swamini of Shyam
Yeah.
and his yellow dhoti.
Yeah.
What a wonderful handicraft. And we are remembering from yesterday that the necklace is made by the maidservant. They are arranging all the gems and the pearls on the necklace.
Wow.
And how they do this, that will remember our Swamini on different special leelas when she is seeing this necklace. And Tulasi is showing the necklace. And so we can imagine that the bangles are made like this. Deep meaning is there. And how wonderful Tulasi is chewing the Mahabhav's feelings. What a wonderful handicraft. Handicraft means made by hand, right?
Right.
So there is not some special goldsmith or maybe jeweler. Maybe there is, but they don't know about the feelings of our Swamini. So the Manjaris has to do this handicraft. Someone else cannot enter in that feelings of our Swamini. But Manjaris can do, and so they have to do all this. So they are expert in all kind of handicraft. How wonderful is also the address Indivarakshi. Tulasi especially addresses Swamini like this to express what she relishes within her heart as she sees the blue bangles. Tulasi especially addresses Swamini like this to express what she relishes within her heart as she sees the blue bangles. Indivarakshi. All the emotions are manifest in Bhavamai. Her form and her bhav are one and the same thing. So yesterday we also spoke about that pleasure-giving potency of Mohan becomes a form, and this form is our Radhika.
Yeah.
And here we can see that her form and her bhav are one and the same thing. So she is the form of bhav, of Mahabhav, of Madanakya Mahabhav. And her form and her bhav are one and the same thing. Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Premera Svarup Deha Prema Vidavita Krishnera Prayasi Shrestha Jagate Vidita. Her body consists of Prema, Premera Svarupa Deha, and is formed by Prema. Hence, she is knowing in the world as Krishna's beloved. So there we can see that the inner heart of Krishna is his pleasure-giving potency. And what is this pleasure-giving potency made from? And here we read, it's made from Prema. Her body consists of Prema and is formed by Prema. Hence, she is knowing in the world as Krishna's beloved.
Yeah.
So this one soul becomes two bodies. One body is Krishna and one body is Radhika. And when they again meet, then they're swimming in an ocean of prema. From the time of Purvarag, when Radhika first saw Krishna, she saw the whole world to be full of Krishna.
Yeah.
She cannot see anything else than him. Therefore, she told her girlfriends, "Oh, Saki, as soon as I saw Kana, the whole world became filled with Cupid's flower arrows, and my eyes could not see anything else anymore. This is the love of the embodiment of love."
What I see, only see Krishna.
And what do the Manjaris see, Gurudev?
Only see Radha.
There should be also a moment of like Purvarag. From that moment, we see first time our face of our Radhika. We will see her everywhere, right? And her seva.
Yeah.
We like to serve her. This is the meaning of our life.
Yeah.
This is the love of the embodiment of love. And we are serving her as a Manjari. The poet Jayadev describes the condition of Virahini Rai in the Kunja. Shyam Sundara is late, and the Sakis describe Virahini's condition, describe is the meaning. And the Sakis describe Virahini's condition to Shyam Sundara as follows. O Shyam, Virahini Rai dwells in a lonely place and draws a form of you with musk. Taking you to be Cupid, she draws a makara fish under your form and offers obeisances unto you with a mango bud arrow in the hand. Offering her obeisances, she says, "O Madhava, I take shelter of your lotus feet. If you reject me, even the nectarian moon is burning me with its scorching flames." So the nectarian moon is that what is in India is the symbol of cooling, right?
Right.
So they always said a cooling moon because in nighttime it's very beautiful to feel the coolness of the moon. But here, Radhika herself made the friends are describing that. And Radhika is telling, if you reject me, even the nectarian moon is burning me with its scorching flames. Why is the moon burning now?
Burning means fire in the viraha, separation. So desire for meeting. Viraha is a burning.
So because of the moon remembers her on the meeting, so this fire is even higher then, right?
Yeah, for meeting.
For meeting.
Yeah.
With its scorching flames. You are so rarely attained. And today I came so close to you in my meditation.
Wow.
She takes the form she drew on the canvas to be Krishna himself. Therefore, yes?
She wants to become Krishna himself.
She takes the form she drew on the canvas to be Krishna himself. Therefore, she sometimes tells it about her separation from you and Christ. And sometimes she laughs, thinking you to be close by. Sometimes she is sad, thinking you to have gone away from her. Yeah. And sometimes she extinguishes the burning fire in her heart by embracing your form, thinking that you have come back.
Yeah.
In this way, the embodiment of Mahabhav is decorated by a qualified maidservant who makes her relish rasa. So the maidservant is so expert that she feels as if Mohan is there, only by decorating. So she's so expert that Swamini relishing rasa in the time of decoration.
Wow.
And this is in the time of separation. This is the meaning of surviving her. So she can cool the fire of Swamini. Only a qualified maidservant can do that. And who is a qualified maidservant? This is she who exactly knows the feelings of Swamini. In every moment, Swamini is Mahabhav, so she is moving in her feelings every moment. Nobody else as a qualified maidservant knows her feeling to every moment.
Yeah.
So she can manage her feelings and increase her rasa. Who makes her relish rasa? So manjaris can relish Swamini's rasa. No, manjaris can make her relish rasa. Srimati sees Shyamsundara's reflection in the blue luster of the bangles. These bangles are moving. These are not fixed. So, and if there is a golden light shining through it, it becomes moving, like living. So Swamini thinks that Mohan is there and moving. When Tulasi sees the beauty of Swamini's eyes, she calls her Indivarakshi, she whose eyes are so beautiful as blue Indivara lotuses, or as beautiful as blue Indivara lotuses. Your eyes are naturally beautiful, but when they see Shyam, they are so much more beautiful. So there we can see when Swamini is seeing the bangles and the light emanating, the blue light with golden, emanating from this, how beautiful her eyes then in that moment. In the opening verse of his Dana Keli Kaumudi, Srila Rupa Goswami prays to Sri Radhika's eyes that reveal the ecstatic symptom of Kila Kinchit for the welfare of the world. So he prays to Radhika's eyes for the welfare of the world, because he makes her eyes visible by describing this, right?
Right.
We cannot see her eyes, but Rupa Manjari can see her eyes. And so she tried to describe these beautiful eyes of our Swamini. May Shri Radha's glances that are beautified by the bouquet of the sevenfold Kila Kinchit ecstasy bestow auspiciousness on you. When Krishna stops Sri Radha on the road near the Danakali, the Danakati, this is a place on Govardhan hill, her eyes attain a certain shimmer because of her slight smile of joy. Her eyelashes are covered with teardrops, and the corners of her eyes have become slightly reddish, having been sprinkled by rasika kata, that is tastiness. They have begun to shrink because she sees Krishna standing before her, and her pupils have become extraordinarily beautiful as they assume a certain sweet kind of crookedness. Swamini is fond of black things, and any kind of blue color incites her. As soon as any kind of blue color comes to her, she feels as if Shyam Sundara has come before her. That means Krishna consciousness. We hear so many. Yes, Guru.
Swamini is Krishna conscious. Name because Krishna always conscious, everywhere. This is only Krishna. And we are Radha conscious, Manjaris. So Radha consciousness gives Krishna to Radha. We serve to Radha to make more desire in Radha for Krishna. This is our service. How loss, share happiness, make our happiness. Prabhupada gave Krishna conscious because we take shelter of Radhika and we are living in Bhaulasnati and we can see Krishna conscious. My only Samni is there. So beautiful.
So how can one be Krishna conscious without Radhika?
No one. They cannot be. They are outside. They will never develop relation with Ishtadevi. Physically, outside they can change, but inside will never change.
What is Agastasura? No, what is the name?
Agasura.
Agasura.
Aristasura.
Aristasura, Suniti says.
Inside us, so we cannot reach to the Radha Kund, because the Radha Kund is covered by Aristasura. So our desire of reaching to Radharani is covered by my Aristasura.
Hmm.
That is blocking.
Only
You know?
showing something, no?
Religious.
That is the meaning of that is I don't like to be the servant of the controller. I like to be the controller of the controller.
That's the one.
This is demonian energy.
This is
But,
management. This is
but
management.
we know good if that the controller is only controlled by love.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. That is the key.
And so the conclusion should be, if you really want to control the controller, you only have to serve Radhika.
Yeah.
But here in this world, everybody likes to control the controller without Radhika, without love. So the controller create a world of illusion. So that soul who has the desire to control the controller gets the illusion to control.
Right.
This is the root of this world, that jivas like to control. And this controlling mood creates this world of suffering. And to come out of this, we have to change our whole idea of life. To come out of this kind of illusion that is the name of the illusionary energy is Mahamaya. She is helping that the jiva is identified with the material body. And she is also a servant of Mohan, of Krishna. So we can stay in that illusion, or we can enter under control of Yoga Maya. And this is Jiva Abhisar, to move from Mahamaya to Yoga Maya.
Yeah.
And we like to be controlled by that Yoga Maya, because under her control, we can live in Vrindavan as a maid servant.
We desire to think for Vrindavan. We reach to Vrindavan. And we can expend in Vrindavan our time. This desire is a mercy.
Wow, good. This desire is a mercy. Mahamaya will not allow this desire. But Chaitanya came with a special gift, right?
Yeah.
And because of that, and the holy name, this desire appear in our hearts. And now we can go. We can do this Jiva Abhisar.
This is the mercy.
We could say it's a special pardon. Is it English pardon? Amnesty. So amnesty means the mercy to leave the prison. This is the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Our Swamini, hey Radhe, you are fond of anything which may remind you of Shyam through its color or name. Tamala trees, the new moonlight, a fresh monsoon cloud, or blue lotus flowers. She does not see the blue bangles, but Krishna. She cannot understand this. Krishna Mai, Krishna Yara Antara Bahire, Yaha Yaha, Netra Pure, Taha Krishna Spure, from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Radhika is called Krishna Mai because Krishna is within her and without her. Wherever her glances fall, there she sees Krishna. She sees She is seeing the bangles, but she thinks she sees Shyam. And Tulasi sees that Swamini's eyes that are of the same blue color as Krishna is, are filled with emotion when she thinks she sees Shyam. That's why she addresses her as Indivarakshi, blue, lotus-eyed girl. When they see Krishna, these blue eyes become even more beautiful. It's amazing, no? How close Tulasi is with Swamini and see these emotions in her eyes, right?
कितना रुपया चाहिए 100 में हो जाएगा क्या 100 में हो जाएगा 50 नहीं हो जाता देखो सुनो लड़की yeah.
She sees the bangles, but she thinks she sees Shyam. And Tulasi sees Swamini's eyes that are of the same blue color as Krishna is. They are filled with emotion when she thinks she sees Shyam.
Eyes is also blue.
Same color, Gurudev. When they see Krishna, these eyes become even more beautiful. She does not know whether she sees Krishna or the blue bangles. Tulasi performs prasanga seva by reminding Swamini of Shyam. Prasanga seva. This is a special kind of service. Maybe later we can ask Gurudev what is the meaning of prasanga seva.
What?
The meaning of prasanga seva.
What is the necessary? That service. What is the circumstances? That time, what is needed? Somebody wake up, then what she needs? Tiredness, massage, some freshness, new clothes to change. What is the circumstances now?
This is prasanga seva.
This time, what is the service?
Is that also mean that during this seva, Manjari reminds Swamini from Krishna?
Yeah, 100%. All the seva is reminding to Krishna. This is the service of Manjari. Every seva. So how last means she is creating feelings inside her with her service. That is Bhav Lasati. Without feeling, no. The feelings creating for lover. So she become happy. Happiness comes for Radhika when not she is served. She is served by through thinking of lover. That is also prasanga. In these circumstances, but how he can please Radhika? Service and reminding to Krishna. Both is possible.
It's not separated.
Massage giving. How Krishna is giving massage to Radhika, she gives same feeling in massage. That is possible. The best ways they can like to do, not inferior way. I can take.
So it's also a very sensitive thing to serve Madanakya Mahabhav, because Madanakya means mad. So the Manjari has to handle this madness.
Right.
Otherwise, if she not handle this madness of Mahabhav, nobody knows what she will do. What will happen then? She is so mad after Mohan, maybe she will run away without anything to the forest. You don't know what she will do. But by the expertise of the Manjari, this Madanakya Mahabhav is controlled by the Manjari, by the Seva.
Yeah. By the seva from the Manjaris, she engaged Mahabhava in meditation. So she don't become more mad, but they make more mad too.
They are so expert that Radhika is relishing the service as if Krishna is doing and as if Krishna is present. So they control the Mahabhav, the Madanakya of her Mahabhav by this service.
Wow.
And they take care that this Madanakya Mahabhav is controlled.
Yeah.
Tulasi performs Prasanga Seva by reminding Swamini of Shyam.
Ah.
You cannot do by Vaidhi. This is impossible, because you don't know what is in the next moment. What will happen with our Swamini?
Right.
What's her feeling? No? This is Prasanga Seva is out of Vaidhi Bhakti. Vaidhi Bhakti cannot do this. Tulasi will now place the bangles on Swamini's arms that she calls Hari Daita, Hari's beloved. He is Radhika's Hari, and he removes all obstacles with the savor of his own sweetness. He takes away Harana, all her shyness, opposition, and other obstacles to their meeting or her savoring of his sweetness. Hari is Chatura Shiromani, the crown jewel of clever pranksters, but cleverly attracting Sri Radhika with the sweetness of his form, qualities, leelas, and flute playing. He makes her forget everything. In his Radhara Sudhanidhi, Sri Prabodhananda Saraswati shows how difficult it is for Sri Radha to maintain her pride.
Yeah.
When Sri Radhika is angry with Krishna, her first resolution is, I will not look at him anymore. But Krishna, the crown jewel of clever pranksters, speaks in such a sweet way and stands before her as if he begs her, look at me just once, seeing the sweetness of his form. The Sakis tell each other, aha, how sweetly he stands there in his threefold bending form. The life of that lady love, who does not see that sweetness, is wasted. Hearing these words of her friends, Srimati becomes eager to see Krishna and looks at him once. Thus, her first resolution is broken. Her second resolution is, I won't speak with him. How nicely Krishna is speaking. And Swamini cannot stay silent anymore and tells him, "Go to that girl that you love." Another gopi. "What are you standing here for, speaking such clever words?" Thus her second vow is gone. Her third vow is, "I won't touch him." But Krishna gradually brings his foot forward and touches the tips of Srimati's toes, and this makes her unsteady. So she angrily takes Krishna by the hand and pushes him out of the kunja. Srimati thinks, "Just see, now I have also touched him. If I could not keep any vow, then how can I keep him away?" So she holds him by the neck and brings him back into the kunja.
Yeah.
Vrindavan's vow. It's not.
Vrindavani cannot keep any vow. Radhika can maintain. And what is this word? What you say?
What?
That this vow taking and not fulfilling, they cannot keep it. That is the one word. What? No, this the word first you say. Kili kinchat.
Ah,
This is the not maintaining the vow. So many vows, but he cannot maintain it. So this is keli kinchat.
So she holds him by the neck and brings him back into the kunja. In this way, Hari steals Swamini's heart in so many ways. Therefore, she once told her Sakis, "Oh Saki, tell me, what should I do? I don't know what kind of spell Vidakta Rai, this is the king of clever pranksters, has put on me. Yet I can't resist the temptation to step onto the veranda to see him, without considering how crazy and dangerous that is. By seeing his form, I have built my own samadhi." That means I dug my own grave. Day and night my heart cries in a several fever. If I say anything else in front of my superiors, the name of Shyam may accidentally come from my mouth. Tulasi puts the bangles on Swamini's wrist. How beautiful these bangles look when they attain a place on Swamini's wrist. How sweetly they jingle, runnu junnu, runnu junnu, enchanting the enchanter of the world. When Swamini dances or plays ball, her bangles jingle like the enchanting weapon of Cupid. In the morning, when Krishna goes out to tend his cows, that is Purvagoshta, he sees Radhika standing on the watchtower, like a golden lightning strike on a jeweled palace, wearing a cloud-blue dress. Tungamani mandire, tira bijure sanchare, mega ruchi vasana paridana, kavira shashi shekara, kavi shashi shekara. In front of her superiors, Swamini cannot openly gaze at Krishna, while she pulls her veil over her head. Her bangles jingle, and this enchants the enchanter of Cupid.
Wow.
The surrendered maidservants understand their mood. During the Rasa dance, Swamini's bangles also jingle. How wonderful she moves, her lotus-like hands. Her bangles buzz sweetly like she bees on lotus flowers, like her hands with stems with her arms. How sweetly these bangles jingle when Swamini shakes the dice with both hands during their daily game of dice. And how much Shyam relished this. This sweet sight is an elixir for the eyes, and this sweet sound is an elixir for the ears. While she serves Swamini, the Kinkari brings all this relish of Shyam Nagara into her heart. The Kinkari brings all this relish of Shyam Nagara into Swamini's heart. Swamini's heart is engrossed in rasa. So the Kinkaris create a kind of rasa in Swamini's heart. She is Hari Daita and Indi Varakshi. Once, during the rasa dance, when both Radha and Shyam are dancing, Shyam suddenly stops dancing, and Swamini says, "Why don't you dance? You dance so nicely. I don't know how to dance like that." Shyam says, "You dance even nicer than me. I see how beautiful you dance, and I can see how I dance myself in the pupils of your eyes that defeat the blue lotus flowers. And when I see my own reflection in your eyes, it's clear to me that I don't dance as nicely as you do." Tulasi gladdens Bava Mai's most emotional Radhika's heart with the pictures of these memories. How beautiful are Swamini's eyes when she is with Shyam. And Swamini says, "Tulasi, I'm anyway mad after him. Why do you make me even more mad by reminding me of him?" After hanging the bangles on Tulasi, Tulasi puts jeweled rings on Swamini's fingers that defeat the buds of golden champaka flowers in beauty. Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti writes in his Krishna Bhavanamrita, Shri Radhika wears jeweled rings on all of her fingers, except for the thumb, the index fingers, and the middle finger of her right hand. Normally the moon and the lotus cannot be seen together, but on Shri Radhika's extraordinary, transcendental lotus-like hands, it is as if the moon fearfully takes shelter. Therefore, the moon's beloved stars are surrounded the petal-like fingers of these lotus-like hands in the form of the finger rings, diffusing a lovely kind of beauty. Shrimati can see Krishna reflected in her jeweled rings without being noticed by her superiors. Shri Rasika Chandradas sings, "O Radhe, with the blue lotus eyes, no one can attract the Krishna bee like you. I have a keen desire to decorate your hands with jeweled ornaments." I will put rings on your fingers that are as beautiful as the golden buds of champaka flowers. Seeing that abundance of beauty, the Krishna moon will be very pleased. Please call me your maidservant and keep me at your feet. This ends the explanation of the verse 30 of our Vilapa Kusumanjali.
Can I ask one question?
Yeah.
So it's mentioned here that
Loudly to take
it's mentioned here that Tulasi puts rings on every finger except this three fingers of right hand. So it's some special reason why she didn't put Radhika's three fingers here on the right hand.
3 fingers in right hand?
Yeah, it's mentioned. Yeah. This toe and this middle finger, these three fingers.
Right hand. Asked him. We have to say loud than even the sound.
Hey, Gorasundara, Radhe Radhe.
Jai Radharani.
Can you just slowly read when Tulasi put this ring on the finger of Swamini?
Sri Radhika wears jeweled rings on all of her fingers, except of the thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger of her right hand.
Do you have maybe some explanation of this, some secret explanation why she don't put on these three fingers also this jeweled ring?
No, actually I don't know. But maybe it's explained in the following, and maybe we can understand. Normally, the moon and the lotus cannot be seen together. But on Sri Radhika's extraordinary, transcendental, lotus-like hands, it is as if the moon fearfully takes shelter. Therefore, the moon's beloved stars are surrounded the petal-like fingers of these lotus-like hands in the form of the finger rings, diffusing a lovely kind of beauty. Srimati can see Krishna reflected in her jeweled rings without being noticed by her superiors. Normally, the moon and the lotus cannot be seen together. Why? Lotus is open in daytime, right, Gurudev?
Yeah.
And the moon we can see in nighttime. So normally they cannot be seen together. But on Radhika's hands, it is as if the moon fearfully takes shelter. Therefore, the moon's beloved stars are surrounded the fingers of her hands in the form of the finger rings. Therefore, the moon's beloved stars, what are the beloved stars of the moon? Are surrounded the fingers of these lotus-like hands, are surrounding the fingers of these lotus-like hands. That's hard to understand. I cannot find a solution of this especially.
I also not understand.
Is it maybe for playing an instrument?
Again, please. Divya Prem.
Did it say that there are two fingers free? So it's maybe for playing an instrument, the veena? Or something?
Possible. And thumb is also required in there.
Actually, it's only two fingers now where the rings are. Two fingers. Small one and the ring finger.
No,
Yeah.
all but two.
No, all but three, huh? Except of the thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger of the right hand. I will put rings on your fingers that are as beautiful as the golden buds of champaka flowers. Seeing that abundance of beauty, the Krishna moon will be very pleased. Please call me your maidservant and keep me at your feet. Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Gaur